Y'all, it's your girl Just Free coming at you with another video. Feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. So let's get into it. I've been in the bushes. I've been peeking out the blinds. I've been posting my little comments. And I just, I've been observing what's going on out here in these YouTube streets. So let's recap. Olivia slash lives life, whatever she calling herself. She changed her name 50, 11 times, as opposed to actually changing. But it is what it is. She tried to start some beef with Jasmine. Um, a reactor was receiving some very um sensitive information about Olivia. And because Olivia, you know, um, is in a position where she doesn't trust herself. She didn't know where this information was coming from. So she assumed that Jasmine was divulging information to a reactor. Well, come to find out, that's actually not what that wasn't really the case. So Olivia proceeded to, but prior to that, Olivia decided that she was, that um, Jasmine was the informant, I should say, and she released her own uh, information about Jasmine, or I should say, some more information about Jasmine, like she did a while back. And in the process, Jasmine, ignored Olivia, really didn't pay her dust. Olivia was trying to reach out to her to confront her, only to really find out or realize that maybe Jasmine wasn't the one, okay, that was divulging or disclosing this really sensitive information about Olivia and her health status, I should say. So let's get into the letter where Olivia once again goes on a tangent and finds God and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna break this down and give my little 2 cents, and then we're gonna be out this piece. All right. So let's go. Olivia says, and I wish I had sad music, child. That would just be okay. I had such an amazing, productive day today. God works in such mysterious ways. Even though I'm not proud of my recent actions, it taught me a lot. I want to publicly say I'm sorry, Jasmine, whether you played a part in yesterday's mess or not. So my question is, what part? So whether or not Jasmine played a part in the mess, what's the mess? I mean, to me, you know, personally, I think this is an admission of guilt, if you ask me, because what mess did she play in? Olivia decided to respond to something that, you know, what's the word? The allegations that were very salacious, rightfully so. But at the same time, you drug Jasmine into it for what? Anyway, I'm sorry that I brought your business to YouTube. Yeah, I wish I knew how to imitate her so I could do all the heavy breathing. um okay, again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I brought you but I can't read. What the hell is going on? I graduated from high school and I got some college. Hold on. I'm sorry that I brought your business to YouTube. So she's sorry she brought Jasmine business to YouTube. Yeah, okay. I ain't never seen nobody that, you know what I'm saying, lost their children. Not I don't know if that's the right way to say it because they're with their father. I guess that I mean that is a loss to a degree. But and if that's like I feel like I would be so much more positive. You know what I'm saying? Because that negativity that she puts out there, I feel like, you know, it's you're only gonna receive back negative energy. And I mean, nothing good comes out of her out of what nothing came out of what she revealed about Jasmine. Like, and it's typical of somebody that of a woman in particular that's being you know abused um until they're ready to leave. eh, Most of the time it's better to just mind your business unless I mean listen, if there was a real concern being that there are children involved, he threw something that almost hit one of the kids, then she should be the one calling CPS. And then at that point, I would be done and I will move on with my life. She didn't have to come on there and tell all of that, but misery loves company, right? So, anyway, I should have never done that knowing that people on here want to see you fail so bad like they do me. Okay, first of all, let me say, at the end of the day, bitch, I have a life outside of YouTube. Even if I vlogged my life, I still have a life outside of YouTube. I don't give a damn what people, you know, want to see as far as seeing me fail. That's just not even an option. So the fact that you bring that up, it's because y'all already down bad and y'all ain't did nothing to improve y'all lives in the whole 10 years y'all been on this fucking internet. So eh, wanting to see y'all fail, that's a non that's a non-issue. Um, I certainly don't have the energy to, care about whether y'all pass or fail. I don't know about nobody else, but anyway, I promise to never do that again. I was just so scared for you and wanted to wake you up. I handled it the wrong way. Um, you know, I don't. So a part of me thinks that Olivia, I don't know. I feel like she wanted to be genuine, wanted to be a genuine friend. She just doesn't know how. So this statement right here, I mean, I was just so scared for you and I wanted to wake you up. I just can't buy into much of what Olivia says, so I'm not gonna even try it, y'all. Anyway, moving on. I'm sorry that I couldn't save my friend. Now, hold up? What are you saving? Save her how? Bitch, you can't save yourself. What the hell? Girl, get at least Jasmine got her kids. I mean, listen, it's not much you can say about Jasmine, but she got her kids. And she got a ninja that's gonna come by and knock her off a piece, you know, and keep pushing, I suppose. Y'all have fuzz. Y'all don't have no high expectations or standards. So, I mean, in y'all world, that's good. I pray that you are actually in a better place now, and I pray that man does right by you because you and your babies deserve that. Oh, good. I want to again apologize to my true supporters, the supporters that you ignore every fucking day, bitch. You get on here and you address reactors every day, damn near. You don't. I mean, you put out, I don't know, shitty content as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I don't. I guess I should take that back. Let me backtrack that a little bit. I watch Olivia in passing, right? I watched through other reactors. I fast forward through her stuff. So, I can't fully comment on her vlogs. I will say that I think they're just very basic. I feel like she spends I'll say this. I'll say it this way. I feel like she spends more time addressing haters, quote unquote, and reactors than she does trying to, you know, trying to entertain her supporters. Because ultimately, vlogging pretty much, in anything to do with YouTube for the most part is entertainment. And listen, there's only so many ways you can skin a cat. Everything for the most part has just been about done. Um, the whole mommy vlog thing and being a mom, washing dishes, cleaning the house, folding the clothes. Like it's only so much of that you could do, child. Um, and she said she's not a mommy vlog anyway anymore. So, but still, like there's only so much. Ultimately, what what Olivia does, it always comes back to whether it's Gerard, the kid, or the kids. She's not doing anything of real importance that would inspire anybody or motivate anybody um, to see or do things differently, right? Um, so how the supporters continue to support her, I just really don't know. And not to mention, it's not even necessarily about um doing anything, profound. I don't mean to come across like that or anything. But even personality wise, like, I watch certain people because I like their personality, I like their voice, the tone, I like what they have to say. You know, they're smart, they're entertaining, things. They have characteristics like that, right? I don't feel like Olivia has any of that. Other than now I'll give her credit for the makeup, you know. Um that's about all I can say as far as that goes. Nevertheless, you know, she's got her core support, right, of supporters. Um and as opposed to constantly apologizing to them, you need to focus. I would try to put my focus on them more often. Um, you know, that's just what I mean. That's my opinion. She says, I chose violence this last weekend and lowered myself. Violence? Girl, you. Violence? How? Besides that big fat mouth of yours, I suppose. You think you be killing somebody with your mouth. Girl, you ain't doing nothing. Listen, I get some people offended. And I mean, it's offensive, right? Whatever she said. But girl, really, that stuff she said compared to the way Olivia is actually living her life is violence. Okay? Her life is a sham. Her life, trust, like other people have said, she don't sleep good. She not happy, so whatever. I mean, to me. Anyway, she said she lowered herself to such a place she haven't been in a long time. Girl, you stay in the gutter. If you got any lower, bitch, you be down there with Lucifer. I mean, what the hell? Y'all have to understand. I ain't gotta understand a damn thing. I deal with harassment, defamation, bullying, and other people attacking my motherhood, all because I chose me. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. You chose you. How? What does that mean? She chose her. Let me not read too much into this. I walked away from an abusive relationship with my sanity, but without my kids. What did she chose her when she was in court and didn't get a lawyer? What the hell is she saying? And like somebody else was saying, bitch, you'd have had all kinds of, I'm gonna get a list of questions one day when I get bored enough. Because I need to know, bitch, you got all these, what do you call them things? Where you ask for stuff, registries, for everything else. But when it came time to get a lawyer for your kids, you ain't heard one peep from this bitch. Listen, I don't do no begging. I don't get on here. I ain't asking for shit. I got a little bit too much pride. But I'll be damn. Listen, if I ever got in a position and I had a little bit, I had a following, bitch, you better believe I'm gonna be on here like, listen, I need about $10,000 to get me a lawyer, um, such and so forth. I ain't biting my tongue, ain't no shame in my game. It is what it is. Anyway, child. I walked away from an abusive relationship with myself. Okay. Not because I'm a bad mother, not the mother, but because I trusted a man and a system too much to defend myself the proper way. And ever since, people on this platform want to degrade me every day because of it. Girl, yo, somebody said, and it was a really good, it was a good comment too. What did they say? Let me see if I can find it real quick. It was a comment that I had read. Hang on one second, y'all. Shout out to Lipstick Alley, my most trusted, reliable source for news and gossip. Shout out. And whoever the author is of this thread. Um, damn, it was something somebody said almost. Let me see. Somebody said something. Hmm. Um, you know what, y'all? I thought I was gonna be able to find it. Damn. Hang on 1 second. Fact. All right, my bad. I couldn't find what I was looking for. So let's pick up where we left off. Okay, so she chose me. She walked away from an abusive relationship, not because I'm a bad mother, but because I trusted a man in the system. Okay, I already talked about that. My, oh my God. Ye- My children were whipped away from me over money. I've dealt with this so much y'all don't even know because I hold it together. Through my growth and my healing, I'm still human. I can't promise perfection. But through every mistake, wait, what? Through every mistake, where was I can promise growth. I'm not a bad person and truly do love everyone. I just don't take no shit. But I'm learning better ways to ignore the negativity. No matter how many broken souls try to break me, I will remain strong because I know who I am and I trust God's plan. He is still working on me. Girl, so listen, here's the rest of my 2 cents. Um, Girl, your children were not ripped away from you over money. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. This is one of the main things I was gonna say because I was listening to TMR earlier. Listen, bitch. Now I had to disagree with something that was said regarding um somebody said Olivia, somebody must have called Olivia and talked to her, and that's what inspired this letter or this message or whatever. And my thing is, when it comes to Olivia, first of all, can't nobody tell Olivia shit. That's first thing. The only way somebody could tell Olivia something is if she asked them. Or if she feeling bad and you know, she crying. Then somebody could say something to her as long as they petting her and stroking her fucking ego. That's when they could tell her something. Otherwise, Olivia's deal is this, and this is what I learned. This is the way I learned it. That, I understand it. Olivia wants to be above the fray. Olivia wants to be able to rise above. She really don't necessarily want to respond in this way, but she can't help herself, right? Olivia, and especially millennials, because I think am I a Gen Xer? I don't even know what the fuck. Anyway, I'm 44. Just turned 44. Shout out to me. My birthday was June 2nd. Shout out to all the Geminis in the house. Back to the story. Olivia, she needs her being on this YouTube for so long, and just like any other girl on IG, OnlyFans, all that shit, they gotta constantly, be validated by somebody or something. And when it comes to her, she needs to she would like to think that she is above, you know, this type of response and behavior. But she cannot help herself. You know what I'm saying? She lives in the gutter, but she wants to think that she's up here. No, bitch, you in the gutter and I can get down with you. but I'm gonna quickly be able to get myself back up to where I'm supposed to be. That's the difference between Olivia and other people. Okay. Um, so, this whole thing here has nothing to do with somebody reaching out to Liv and telling her, you know, hey, I saw you, um, this, that, and the other. She comes to these conclusions on her own as she sitting at home by herself, realizing, damn, you know, she takes in all of the reactors and what they say and all of the comments. She she absorbs that. They've already Zolo and Gerard already put her on blast for staying up wee hours in the morning watching reactors. So you know after she processes all of that in the middle of the night, then she sits up and she's like, damn, I really don't want to. I, you know, I, I hate that I make them feel like I care, and so on and so forth, and that they put me on blast. She always thinks she one step ahead, but really she like three steps behind. That's why, oh boy, whoever he is, reached out to Yanni, and you know, people throw her under the bus left and right because when you're in the gutter, that's those are the results that you get. Like, you know what I'm saying? I deal with grown men, like grown men. I've always only dealt with men 10 plus years older than me. So I don't, I've never had to deal with somebody to stoop on any kind of level, to stoop at a low level, um, or somebody to try to throw me under the bus. But when you deal with people that live in halfway houses and pick them up off of Tinder, um people that you don't really vet or get to know or actually go out on actual dates during the daytime, then this is how you end up where random people reach out to reactors to tell them your business. I'm sorry. So anyway, again, that's just my 2 cents. I'm going on 30 minutes here. I'm gonna try to wrap this up. I had a couple of more thoughts. So yeah, her mama can't tell her nothing. I'm sure her sister can't tell her shit. And while I'm on here, I'm gonna just go ahead and comment about how, because Fran was doing a video earlier and brought up how, so Olivia was talking about how it's basically it's okay to sleep on the floor at her sister house. That's what family is for, so on and so forth, right? And um as I was listening to Fran, I had to agree with everything Fran was saying. Like, she was just hitting it on the money, right? Because I've been living in my own place for 20 years. And even prior to that, I had a place. So ultimately, I spent 3 to maybe almost 6 months when I transitioned from one city to another city to moving back to my hometown. I stayed with my aunt for less than 6 months. Just put it that way. Um, and that was back in 2004. I moved into Section 8 housing. It is what it is. I stayed there for 8 years. Then I moved into a house down the street, not from far from where I used to stay, but it's a 3 bedroom home. Been here 12 years. Okay. Now with that being said, listen, ultimately, when you become an adult, there are times that you may transition, like her going through the divorce. Um, and that's where family can kind of step in and say, here, let me, you stay here or you get yourself together. But Olivia so far has transitioned multiple times, okay? At least 2 to 3 times within less than 2 years. I can't keep up. Less than 2 years. It's been at least 3 times, sis. So no, that's not what family is for. Okay. That's not what family is for. Now, listen, a lot of us are one paycheck away. Okay. One injury away, I should say. One real bad injury. So I'm not here to, you know, act like I'm so like I got all this money in the bank and I just ain't gotta worry about shit or that type of thing. I'm not saying it from that angle. But what I'm saying is, bitch, when you get a certain age, no, you should not be couch surfing to the point where, you know, um, you putting your family, uh, you invading your family's space or what have you. Now, I had different family members come and stay with me. I got one family member, shit. She came and stayed. Okay, cool. A year later, she hit me up. Maybe a year or two later, she hit me up. I might need to, for a couple weeks, a month, or whatever. I'm like, okay, but when I get off the phone, I'm like, damn, I hope she ain't gotta come stay with me. Huh? And thankfully, it worked out to where she didn't because once was enough, and it's the same person. Like, I can't do you 2 times. Now, I would, because I love you. Two is my max. Because even if that was my sister, it was my cousin. But even if it was my sister and vice versa, like, yo, you gotta get your shit together. You gotta get your shit together. That's just what it is. And so this person, I rented a car for this person. I loaned this person money, to the point where when they came and brought the money back and handed it to me in my hand, they was like, yo, can I give it back to you next week? I kid you not, I swear on everything I love. And I was like, and like Fran was saying in her video, because I was laughing my ass out so hard because I'm like, damn. Like, is she talking to me? It was like the preacher in church and you hear the sermon and you feel like they talking to you. I was dying. And, you know, that person now becomes the person that, like she said, the phone ring and you look at the phone and you press ignore or you press the block. Yo, I done did both of those. And this person still, this relative showed up at my house. Like, yo, you ain't answer the phone. What's wrong with your phone? I had to lie and say my phone was broke. Listen, I don't care how good your family is. You know, they shouldn't have to keep supporting your ass. And you know what I'm saying? If you that comfortable, something is definitely wrong with you. You know, and I got a big heart. And my door is open to most of my family. My best friend, she was, you know, she had a couple of times she was like, I'm coming to stay with you. I gotta come stay with you. Whatever. I need to come crash, whatever. Um, my door is always open to be honest, but at a certain point, it's just, you know, you gotta start setting up boundaries at a certain point. So, you know, I say that to say, yeah, family is family and it's all good. Like for me, to me. Now I know a lot of people like ain't nobody coming to stay with me, you know, and fuck that. Ain't nobody coming to stay. Whatever. Or, you know, you get whatever the case is. I just know for me, my door is open for the most part. You get one or two chances, right? And this particular relative got a whole man. And this relative older than is on one side of my family. This particular set of cousins is the oldest cousin. Um, so she's older than me and got a man, and still had to come stay with me, right? And I just say that to say, like, you know, some people, and I don't know her relationship with her sister, but bitch, your sister got a husband, a man, whatever he is to her. That should not be an open revolving door to that degree, you know. Um, so I mean, I'm just saying. Now I got a sister that my house could fit in her basement. And